Hey guys, this is SJ Football 16 and today I'll be revealing my predictions for Week 22 of the Barclays Premier League season 2015 to 16. I'm going to start with the early game kick-off between Tottenham and Sunderland on Saturday. I think scoring this is going to be 2-1. This is because I think Tottenham will just edge it in the end because Sunderland, they had a good game against Swansea. I think they could even stay up even, and Tottenham, they were quite unlucky in all fairness, against Leicester to lose 1-0, and I think they'll just get the win here, and the scorers are going to be Dele Alli with 2 for Tottenham, as he's a proven midfielder, and I think Fabio Borini's going to score for Sunderland. Now I'm going to head over to the game between AFC Bournemouth and Norwich City. I think the score in this is going to be 1-1. It's because they're both in the same boat at the moment, Bournemouth and Norwich, fighting for survival. I think they could both do it, and it will be quite a hard job for them both. And they're on the same level in terms of ability as well, so that's why I also think it's going to be 1-1. And I think the scorers are going to be Harry Arter, the proven midfielder for Bournemouth, and for Norwich I think it's going to be Russell Martin, the super defender. Now I'm going to head over to the game between Chelsea and Everton. This is going to be quite an interesting one. Chelsea, they've picked up their form a bit, but they're just getting draws at the moment rather than wins at the moment. And Everton, they've played alright at the moment. I think the score in this is going to be 1-0 to Chelsea. I think their form is definitely going to improve, and I can't see why they can't get a win against Everton. I think the score in this is going to be 1-0, and the score is going to be Eden Hazard for Chelsea. Now I'm going to head over to the game between Manchester City and Crystal Palace. Scoring this, I have no doubt Man City are going to win it. 3-0, I think. I think the scorers are going to be Yaya Toure with 2 and Otamendi with 1. This is because Man City, they've done really well this season. They're pushing for the title this season. And Palace, they're doing alright at the moment, but I think Man City, they're a lot better than Palace, and I think their success is going to show that with a 3-0 win. Now I'm going to head over to the game between Newcastle United and West Ham United. I think the score in this is going to be 2-1 to West Ham. West Ham, they picked up a good 3-1, a solid 3-1 win against Bournemouth, and I can't see why they can't do the same against Newcastle. Newcastle, they got a draw against Manchester United. Could they do the same against Could they do the same against West Ham? I'm not too sure. So I think they'll just lose out in the end. I think the score is going to be Papi Cissé for Newcastle, and for West Ham it's going to be Mark Noble and Enner Valencia, the proven striker. Now I'm going to head over to the game between Southampton and West Bromwich Albion. I think the score on this is going to be 1-1. West Brom, they picked up a good away draw to Chelsea. Southampton, they've done alright this season, and I think the score in this is going to be a 1-1 draw. Score is going to be Van Dijk for Southampton and Chris Brunt for West Brom, the vice captain for them. And now I'm going to head over to the late game kickoff on Saturday between Aston Villa and Leicester City. I have no doubt who's going to win this. It's going to be Leicester City. They've proven they're one of the best teams in this league this season, and I definitely think they'll win this. I'm going to say 3-0. They're going to win here. I think the scorers are going to be the new player they signed, Demarai Gray from Birmingham. I think he could be a proven goal scorer. He could be really good up front with Vardy, I think. And I think the other scorer is going to be, Kante with 2, I think, because he's done really well this season. And I wouldn't be surprised if he got a goal again. Now I'm going to head over to the Sunday kickoff between Liverpool and Manchester United. I think the score in this, although Liverpool, they got a good draw against Arsenal, 3-3, they managed to do it in the last minute. I actually think United are going to pick up their form a bit. They know they need to play well for Louis van Gaal. Their squad is definitely better, Manchester United's, than Liverpool's. I can't see why they can't get a win. The score is going to be 2-0, I think, to Man United, and the score is going to be Anthony Martial and Ashley Young for Manchester United. Now I'm going to head over to the other Sunday kickoff between Stoke City and Arsenal. Arsenal, they were very unlucky not to get the win against Liverpool. They probably should have done it with not that much time left in the game. And I think the score in this, because they're not very good under high pressure situations, I think it's going to be 2-2, because Stoke, they've done really well against the big teams. I don't think they're going to quite get the win against Arsenal, but I think they could still get a point against Arsenal. And Arsenal, they didn't, although they did get a draw, and maybe gave it away at the end. I don't think they played too well in that match, in all fairness, apart from the goals they scored were good. So I think the scoring is going to be 2-2, and I think the score is going to be Jeff Cameron and Arnautovic for Stoke City, and I think the scorer for Arsenal is going to be Mesut Ozil with 2. And finally, I'm going to end this episode with the game between Swansea City and Watford. Watford, they look a bit mid-table at the moment, and Swansea, they're just outside the relegation zone. Both clubs, of course, are looking to stay in this division this season. And you may be surprised by this, but I think Swansea are going to get a win this week. I think that it's going to be 2-1 to Swansea. Scorers are going to be Andre Ayew with 2 for Swansea, and I think Troy Deeney is going to score for Watford. This is because Watford, recently they haven't actually played that well, but before they have been playing well. And Swansea, although they played quite badly against Sunderland, I think in games like these they could do well in, because we saw they only just lost to Manchester City, they got a draw against West Ham, and I can't see why they can't get a win against Watford, because I think their form could go down a bit as they haven't been playing well. That's all from me for today. Don't forget to like this video if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel, and don't forget to comment on any changes that you think should be made or should be corrected. I'll see you guys next time.